All right. 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys and girls? Welcome to another Daily Direct. I'm your host, Zach. Gabe is here, and we are live. Hope you're all having a fantastic week. It is Wednesday, March 14th, and a few interesting things happen. I feel like Nintendo, after they announced Smash, were like, okay, we can take a nap for like a good week and a half here. Like, we got Kirby next week, we're set, because there really hasn't been a whole lot of big news. But thank you all for being here. We love you, and we appreciate you joining us on this wonderful Wednesday evening. Let's get right into it, Gabe. The thing I want to talk about most, and somehow this wasn't really picked up a couple days ago, at 12:06 p.m. on March the 12th, so that would have been Monday, Funimation tweeted at Nintendo America, "Hey Nintendo, when's our boy Goku going to join the fight?" With a little smirk, hashtag Nintendo Direct, hashtag Smash Bros. Switch, and they made their own little mock-up of a new foe has appeared. How do you feel about that?
I feel vindicated a little bit. At least, I mean, because it's not a confirmation that Goku's like in it,
Right.
but we got like laughed out of like whatever video. People were angry that we mentioned Goku, right? And to be blunt and honest, I suggested Goku. Like, that was a Gabe thing. That wasn't a Zach thing. So I felt a type of way when everybody was attacking me. But
I think they're attacking you. I think they're attacking the idea of this anime character.
Yeah.
And like we talked about kind of off air, that the reason that I think Goku is met with such a weird, like, no, as opposed to some of the other characters, is because he originates outside of video games.
Mm-hmm.
And every other Smash character, even if it's from a different property or from a franchise that isn't really that prevalent, or like really associated with Nintendo, whether you're talking Ryu or Cloud or Bayonetta, they're all game characters.
Yeah.
And Goku comes from a show. There are a lot of intense opinions about Goku in the chat right now, and we hear you.
Okay. Can I say something? All right.
Sure,
what I want to say is, and this also comes into play about the one thing on one Smash on console thing. I feel the same way about this, but to a lesser extent, because I feel that there's way more credence to that theory than to this. Maybe I missed it. I don't know if Nintendo has ever said that a character needs to originate from.
Oh no, no.
Like, I understand it's been that way.
It's just...
Like, I get it, but I really think that there's like a fairly decent chance. Do I think Goku is in Smash? No. Would I like it? Yes. Do I think there's a decent chance? Yes. And again, like, I understand the hesitation, but Zach, maybe you want to talk about the little exchange one more time for the people that just got here, because we do have a whole bunch of people just joining us now.
Yeah, welcome, guys. It's the Daily Direct. We're already into the news. It's been a slow week. Nintendo hit the snooze button after Smash Bros. As we wait for Kirby Star Allies. But we're talking Goku, and not because, we want to get people's goat, or because, it's the hot topic. Frankly, it seems to frustrate a lot of people. But it is interesting, and Go Nintendo pointed this out tonight. Funimation tweeted at Nintendo America, "Hey Nintendo, when's our boy Goku going to join the fight?" And most likely, this is just like a joke. It is a Monday morning, silly little social media thing. But the first response to this tweet is someone saying, "In before, this is actually a calculated marketing campaign designed to look like a social media interaction, and Goku is in the new Smash." Funimation responds saying, "Or just a hopeful community manager shooting his shot." So they would never come out and say yes or no already. I mean, we know barely anything about Smash Bros. I would put my money on it not happening, but there's enough fervor around it that I think it's interesting that Funimation is playing into this, whether it's for serious or just for goofs. It's interesting.
Yeah. Look, I also don't think it's happening, but it's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. Like, it's really, really not.
Yeah. So I guess we'll put Goku to bed for now until there's new news. It's crazy that, like, we're still in this, is Smash a new game? Is Smash a port? I have seen more and more people coming around on the port thing, though. I don't know if you have, but I've been hearing that on podcasts, that, it probably, and there's a number of reasons. The one that I continue to go back to is that it was not revealed in the same way that all other new games were revealed.
There's this like thing where like people expect this every like little like tradition to continue. Maybe they're doing things different, and maybe that's just a hopeful side of me because I do want it to be a new game. I truly do. So
you've been very hopeful lately. You've been like, it doesn't have to be the way it was. Maybe they'll do things differently. But if there's anything we know about Nintendo, it's that they are very tied to tradition. One thing that is very atypical though and non-traditional is Labo, and tonight they dropped an official video on Toy-Con Garage. Now they went into detail on how complex the system is. There is so much there. You can even adjust like for the inputs, like the range that the control stick needs to move to be activated. It's very deep. But the coolest part, I think, was the last 5 seconds where they said, tune in for our next video where we introduce the Joy-Con tank. It is a Toy-Con Garage construction of a Joy-Con tank. So if you were, the RC car wasn't enough for you, they're now going to show you how to build a freaking tank. And it's interesting to see that. I feel like the push, because we talked about like how would Labo be marketed, right? And I feel like the push as of late is to show the appeal of Labo to older audiences. The focus on Toy-Con Garage, the focus on the depth and the different modes seems to be saying like, hey, there's something good for you here too. At least that's the sense that I get.
I think for me, like no matter how hard they try to push that, like deep down I know that Labo's probably not like for me. Like no matter how yeah. So
I think the idea though that there is more there than meets the eye is very interesting and very exciting. And we're now a month out from it. It seems pretty clear that Nintendo wants to give it space and let it thrive in April based on the release dates of Mario Tennis Aces, based on the release dates of Hyrule Warriors Deluxe, based on all of that. It kind of seems like they do want to emphasize this. And now I'm just like, okay, when we start getting TV ads, when we start getting in-store ads, how does that all, shape out? And how does that all work? Someone, Ali Cheves says Nintendo Labo for Smash. It would be cool if there was like a Labo level.
There might be. I mean,
or like a Labo assist trophy. Would people feel better about Labo in Smash than Goku? I feel like that's where it'd be. And honestly, like seeing some people say, that yes, game characters is where it has to go, and that's sort of where I come from. I do think that Goku is a little bit more. Or frankly, a lot more likely than some of the names that are being thrown out in chat because of Bandai Namco's ties to Nintendo, and because,
especially if it's a port, they made.
Yeah, and they found quite a bit of success with Xenoverse 2. That's fine. Shellshock5280 says it literally can't happen because it's in the rules, Gabe. So
look, if there's rules for this, I would love to see them. Someone show me the rules.
And there aren't rules. And we talked about this earlier today, and we'll touch on this as sort of a third piece of news. Nintendo has broken the rules as of late with the Switch itself, and also with how they made sort of a crazy kooky shooter with Splatoon and flipped the traditional fighting game on its head with ARMS. Earlier today, the director of ARMS, in an interview with Famitsu, said that he hopes he can continue the story of ARMS. And we discussed, if we would want an ARMS sequel, how we think that would work out. And it is true, I think, that Nintendo has bucked the trend more so this time around than probably ever before. So if there's ever a chance for something crazy to happen in Smash, it is now.
Look, I keep saying this, seeing this. I hope I read your name correctly. I'm sorry. Eustace Bag says, or Bage, I don't know. He says there's never been a non-video game character in Smash before. Yeah, like I know, but where's the rule book that says it can't happen? That's all I want to know. Because
there's no rule book. I think it's just likely not.
Man, if this happens, Zach, I'm gonna feel so happy. Not even because I care about.
Will you be as happy as when Metroid Prime 4 announced?
I will be way happier because
fun story for you all. Gabe was so pumped for Metroid Prime 4, and he made all these comments about how if it happened, he'd do this and he'd do that and he'd do this. And then when it happened, he was like, "Yep." I was like, How is that the thing? How is that your reaction? How is that your response? So now I'm hoping if Goku gets actually announced for Smash Bros.,
I'll take my hat off and throw it in the air.
God,
I might actually do that.
If that's your maximum reaction, I can't even imagine at your wedding. You're gonna be like, "Are you excited, honey?" And you're gonna be like,
"What are you talking about?"
It was inevitable. DJ DNA Nightlock says they should add Rayman. It'd be a perfect fit. I think Rayman is a much more likely third-party character than Goku. I mean, he's been in Smash Brothers as a trophy, not an assist, but just a trophy. But I got to go with Tyler Martindale, who says Pajama Sam for Smash. If you guys have not played the humongous games, they need to come to Switch. That's my childhood right there. They're so freaking fun. And I, Random says, hey, if We Fit Trainer can make it to Smash, any character can make it to Smash.
And the biggest takeaway I have is neither of us is saying that we think Goku is coming to Smash. Sure. In that video, wherever this originated from, I wish I would have never suggested him. In that video, it's just like things that we thought would be cool, really. And I think it would be cool. And maybe you guys feel so strongly about Smash, like having exclusive video game. Like you guys probably feel way stronger about that than I do. So you guys are saying some funny stuff. Hey, let's not talk about Goku anymore.
Let's talk about this week's releases. Tomorrow is the eShop day, and Gabe, I want to know what you're most excited for.
Bleed.
We're getting.
Oh, sorry.
We're getting Gem Smashers, Enchanting Mahjong Match, Bingo for Nintendo's. Dude, hook me up on that Bingo.
Can't wait.
Joint.
Can't wait.
Neon Wall, and then save the best two for last, which I feel are quality products, Cluster Truck and the Long Reach.
I gotta stop looking at chat. We have both Cluster Truck and just Cluster Truck out of the stuff you mentioned installed. That's exciting, right?
Cluster Truck is a fun game. It was very well received on Steam. I think it looks really good. I'm excited to dive in. The Long Reach is interesting as well because it's this mature rated point and click adventure, and it's bringing a lot of dark themes to something that's traditionally far more lighthearted. You were a big fan of Thimbleweed Park. Today we saw that Thimbleweed Park is coming in a physical iteration later this spring. How do you feel about the Long Reach?
I feel actually honestly really excited to play it. I feel like I'm gonna play through it this weekend. If it's good enough, maybe I'll have a review or something. But that's type of stuff is right up my alley. I love Thimbleweed Park, and if I didn't already have it digital, I would be all over this physical version. Because I realized that today, Zach, not to take us on a tangent, but I don't have a lot of physical Switch games, and I want more. And Thimbleweed Park would have made a great addition.
Limited Run is doing freaking fantastic. On some people could say, oh, they're just mass producing to make money, but they're really putting a lot of effort into putting physical versions of a lot of their indie games. It's pretty darn exciting. Now, just to give you a take here, a couple early reviews on Steam for the Long Reach. Great atmosphere, awesome music, cool characters, interesting and intriguing storyline. This beautiful pixelated thriller is an instant classic. On the other side, this guy says, without spoiling much, the game begins to speak about some deeper meaning, however, never really gets too in-depth with anything. It's a pretty shallow experience that looks nice. But a lot of people are pretty pumped. I mean, right here, Gene Duffy says, this game is great. Mind-bending horror with a side of funny. My only gripe is that I wanted more. I finished it in 4.2 hours. And with that, we welcome Braden Dupree, our new sponsor. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you. I think from there, we'll move it to sort of a your feedback question segment. One, are there any Switch games this week you're looking for? Do we know? We know Kirby on Friday. And actually, before we get to questions, let's talk for a minute about Kirby. I did want to bring this up, and I want to go to my trusty Metacritic.
Oh, all right.
To talk about this. Kirby is currently sitting at 74. First question, is that higher or lower than you expected?
Can I cheat and say it's right around where I expected?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's totally fair.
Not 74 specific. I thought it was going to be like a mid-70s game.
The range is pretty high. We're all the way up at a 9 out of 10 from websites like Destructoid and EGM. And we get down into the 5, 6, 7s from some other websites. The most typical score, though, does seem to be a 7 out of 10. Now, I've seen some people say that this is the best Kirby ever. I believe that was IGN that said it was their favorite Kirby ever. That it was one of the best. But I've seen Kotaku say that great games are interesting, terrible games are interesting, mediocre games are boring, and this game falls right there.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised, and we'll talk about our friendly Game Explain guys who did a bang up job with their review. I was surprised to even see them say that it was pretty darn easy, and that it's not necessarily a bad thing, but it really seems like they did not really want this game to have much challenge at all, even in the form of collectibles. And I think it seems to be reflected in most of the reviews. What's surprising, though, is that in spite of that challenge, or that lack of challenge, rather, Game Explain, IGN, Destructoid, all of these places are saying that it is a very charming and enchanting game because of the graphical style, because of the levels, because of the world maps. And it's just like a very happy, joyful game. And maybe that's good for right now. And maybe the world is a better place because of Kirby Star Allies. And that sounds like hyperbole, but I'm dead serious. Yeah. Like, happy games are something that, aren't a dime a dozen.
Are you so excited to play it? Now that the reviews are out, now that you know that, hey, the easiness concern that we have isn't, it's going to be like a very easy experience. Like, Zach, are you still excited? Like, not are you excited for like young people to play it and have a good time with it? Just like, are you going to spend time with it?
I am definitely going to try it out. I'm definitely going to give it a shake just because I like having that experience every Nintendo game. When I constantly read in the reviews that, like, Destructoid, their choice quote is, I don't think HAL is very interested in altering the Kirby formula at this point, and that's perfectly fine. Yes, that is perfectly fine. It doesn't really have that much appeal to me. I thought, actually Game Explain said it really well, that first Switch Kirby, okay, but it's probably time to mix things up. And difficulty matters to me. I don't have infinite time. We make a lot of videos. There's a lot of games. And for better or worse, I'm probably more interested in playing the long reach and cluster truck.
It speaks volumes because this is a big release for Nintendo.
It is. Kirby, look, like, I think the Kirby games are fine and fun, but I really loved, what's the Wii U, the title? Kirby, I think it's Return to Dreamland. Because it did something different, in the same way that Canvas Curse did something different, you're mostly using the stylus, and there's a whole bunch of collectibles, and the fun and the difficulty came from that. But yeah, like Max says, I think Kirby will make a good starter game for anyone who's just stepping into gaming, or a good game to start on your Switch. And I think that's pretty accurate. I have noticed a lot of people say, like, hey, it's something great that my, youngest can play. It's something great that, friends, we can kind of just like hang out and play, people that aren't really into games. And for that, it serves its purpose. I think as the February release, or sorry, as the March release, we don't have to put too much credence in, like, oh, Nintendo is dropping the ball, because this is that earlier release that fills a certain slot, and we're going to get our other stuff that fills the other slots. Fire Emblem, Smash Brothers, third party. There's going to be hardcore games. Tennis Aces even is getting what looks to be a pretty deep treatment. So I'm pretty excited for that. I want to make sure that we do not forget this fine folk named Spooky, who says, love you guys, keep up the great work. Big thanks for the donation. We do appreciate that. And now I think we'll open the floor to questions. And while we wait for those to sort of fly in, filter through, Gabe, how about you after the reviews? Kirby.
Yeah, to be frank, my excitement for Kirby's all but been sucked up and spit out for a multitude of reasons I don't really care to get into here. But yeah, I'm gonna play it probably. I'll probably beat it, just due diligence and whatnot. But I'm not excited for it. Like, honestly,
yeah, it's a number of people are mentioning Crash, and I do think Crash is a more likely third-party character than Goku.
Yeah, for sure.
So we'll get that in there. Let's see. This is a good question for Recorder Ometer. Is Scribblenauts Showdown worth the price? I'm considering it. It's $40, so that is a big gain in the pros column. Also in the pros column, it's a very fun, different game, and it gives off that Mario Party vibe of the good Mario Parties, not the sort of disappointing ones of late. It also is a game that I think can have a lot of appeal for a wide range of players and a wide range of experiences. As long as you can spell and do some basic single Joy-Con movements, you can totally play Scribblenauts Showdown.
Mm-hmm.
On the cons list, there's only 27 mini games, and I feel like you will run through those quickly. And even though they're different every time because of what you input and the 35,000 word dictionary, I would rather have less depth in each game and more variety with a mini game collection, with a board game, type party experience. If it was 30, I'd say gung ho go in. But if you watch the video and it seems cool, then I think 40 is fine. I do expect the game to drop in price decently quickly. So if you want to wait, that's okay too. But I absolutely would recommend it if you have a bunch of siblings or a bunch of friends or a family that is into gaming. I think it's a pretty good time. Me and Jake were rollicking. We were laughing like we did in Overcooked.
Laughing on the rolling floor. You know that term?
No.
It's an office thing.
Shiv, all right,
let me ask this. Shiv Gaming is asking Zach, are you guys hyped for Octo expansion? So hyped. So hyped now.
Gabe has been fully converted into Squid Kid stardom.
Yeah, I've gone back for the last couple of days, and I've been playing through the single player stuff in Splatoon 2. We played, multiplayer when it came out, but one of the harsh realities of YouTube is you can't sit with one game for too long. So I felt like I never gave it its just due, and now I'm doing that, and it's such a fun game. I love it, and I'm trying to get through all the single player stuff for the Octo expansion. That's what precipitated all this excitement of mine, and I'm super hyped for it.
I'm excited as well. Not as excited as Gabe, but I'm pretty excited as well.
Yeah.
I do want to point out, and I need to find who called this out because this is very interesting. Darius Truxton asks, is Coffin Dodgers the greatest game ever? Gabe, that is your responsibility.
We're on it, sort of.
Okay, Dynamite Penguins says that Sakurai himself has stated a qualification for third-party characters. It is, in fact, a rule Sakurai stated.
Oh.
And I looked this up, and from 2015, Sakurai talked about third-party characters in his email response on Brawl's website. And he said, while it's true that we've added characters from other companies, it's not going to be anyone and everyone. Both companies have to want the character to join the battle.
Check.
And number 3, the character must carry game history with them.
Goku does.
Now,
Goku does. Don't even go there. Goku does. He's been in like 20 games. He carries game history. How much game history does Wii Fit Trainer? Look, and granted, that's not like a third party like character. That's a Nintendo Direct one.
He also says manga characters will not join the battle.
Goku's not just a manga character.
I think that's pretty telling.
I think he's talking
He also says, I need them to let me take charge of the character. In order to fit the character in the world of Smash, I need them to allow me some artistic license.
We also know he changes his mind a lot.
Besides that, it might be something like a courtesy to include a character who has the experience of being on a Nintendo platform. Interesting. I like this question, though, from Zach is back. What would your retro character pick be for Super Smash Bros. Switch? So we've been thinking new characters, people that are coming into the platform. You have a retro pick?
Yeah, let me think for a minute. Do you have one?
I'll give you one.
Go ahead.
This will never happen, but I'm going to give it to you anyways. Right. The MC Kids from the McDonald Brothers game on NES. I love that game. Such a dumb, fun time with my dad. One of my favorite dad memories. Playing MC Kids. It's a hard game. And yeah, that's my retro pick. If you want a more serious retro pick, I guess he's not retro, but like I do agree with everyone saying like Waluigi. He's had enough time in Nintendo's history that like he'd be cool. Banjo-Kazooie is another one. I don't think it ever happens, but I would love. I think that'd be fantastic.
Microsoft owns Rare now. It can't happen. Yeah. I'm struggling. I don't, because everybody like retro that I could think of is already in the game, right?
Oh, I know another one. I want freaking Mauser, the villain from Super Mario Bros. 2.
Sure.
Like, bring back the Mario 2 villains in some capacity, in some game. I don't care what it is, a new RPG, a new Mario Bros. Like, dude, new Super Mario Bros. On Switch, right? But instead of Bowser and Baby Bowser or Bowser Jr. and all that, give us, like, Wart and Mauser. That's the ticket.
Seriously, I regret ever mentioning Goku in relation to Smash. People feel very strongly about this. Guys, I just thought it'd be cool. I'm so sorry that I seem to have upset some of you.
Let's continue with questions. Lego Crusher 04 asks, "Are we excited for Undertale on Switch?"
No, I'm not.
I am because I've never played it.
I've played it, so I'm not playing it again. It's a great game. It's just not an experience I care to have again.
Yeah, and I think that is so much of the Switch storyline, right? Like if you haven't played DKC Tropical Freeze, you're so pumped for that announcement. If you have played it, you're a little bit
Yeah.
not as excited.
Ooh. Joe
You looking at
Joe Watkins.
Josephine?
No, I'm looking at Joe
Oh, okay.
Watkins, who made a suggestion that I never thought about. Shantae, not happening. But Bomberman. Like, not that Bomberman has any like real relevance anymore, but he could be a cool Smash character.
Josephine Woldemar, and it can't happen, but said Sea of Thieves for Switch. And I'm going to take that in the direction of like, what about like and I guess Payday 2 tries to fit that, but we've been playing a lot of PC co-op in the form of Sea of Thieves, in the form of Vermintide 2, in the form of Deep Rock Galactic. It would be great to get a game like that has such an online cooperative emphasis on the Switch. You got the giggles, man.
I should stop. I do have the giggles. I'm in a very good mood today, honestly. Yeah, you guys aren't bringing me down with this Goku stuff. I'm in a great mood.
Duder Dude says, "Do you think an open world Pikmin would be a good idea?"
Yeah, you're way more well versed in Pikmin than I am.
I think it'd be cool. In a sense, Pikmin is already kind of open world. It's not open world, like there's very specific levels. I think the struggle there is that Pikmin is so time based that you'd have to remove that in some capacity, unless you're saying that it's just one giant level that you like checkpoint along the way and can sleep and wake in different specific like zones. Because of the timer, I don't know how you necessarily do that. Manuel Coronado asks, "Do we think that they'll ever bring sort of collections to the Switch in the form of Zelda games or Mario Sunshine, Mario Packs, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2?
That directly contradicts Virtual Console, right? Sort of, in a way, and we kind of still want Virtual Console. So if every past Zelda, not every, but most past Zelda games are available in Virtual Console, I don't know why you would like sell it in a pack. And I don't know, has Nintendo ever done that? Really? They did it with a Zelda game once.
And they did the Mario like anniversary collection.
Yeah, or Super Mario All Stars is another good example, I guess.
I don't think that we get a collection, but I do think we get more HD remakes at some point. I don't know when they're coming, but I don't think Nintendo just did Wind Waker and Twilight Princess and then is done with that. Again, we talked about this before in a video. I don't know that Nintendo ever wants to remake Mario.
Why would you remake Perfection? Not that like it's
or HDify it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Clorox Bleach says, "Do you guys still think Virtual Console is coming?"
I think it's so up in the air. Like I really couldn't even. I wouldn't be surprised if it never comes.
It's crazy to me that we're here March 14, 2018, and we still have no freaking idea and no sign of it. I think that something happens tied into the online, but if it doesn't, I'll say this: if it does not hit in September, the online, I don't think it ever happens. If it doesn't hit by September, I think it's a thing of the past.
Well, look, if it switches to 10-year console,
they're gonna bring it year 5.
No, bring it year 3, 2.
Oh my god, I don't think so. Man. I just don't. I don't think.
Yeah.
A lot of people asking questions about Yoshi. We really have no clue about Yoshi. We haven't seen anything in a long time. I'm surprised we haven't, but I think that's at this point an E3 game for sure.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people asking when the Marina and Pearl amiibo come out. That is July 13th. Let's see.
Good question. I mean, probably not this exact one, but God, your name. Primetime Network says, "Is Greninja being replaced with Decidueye?" I don't know about a replacement, but Zach and I did talk a little bit about what we think the Pokemon edition is going to be to Smash, because we think there will be something, right? There's a whole other generation that's just not in the game now, so.
Yeah, Decidueye is definitely like the pick right now. He's recent, he's grass, he would fit. He just came to Pokken. I think that will be the choice. The coolest pipe dream scenario would be that they announce Pokemon at E3 and then one of the starters is in Smash.
Oh. A starter though?
That would, or like one of the, maybe like the final evolution, one of the starters or something. I'm just, just to sort of like pimp that out. But I don't think that. Again, I don't know the rule book, but I don't think that a character can be in Smash before it releases.
Yeah, I have a question for you, Zach.
Yeah.
What percentage of likelihood do you think Smash Virtual Console's coming at E3? Like, do you think it's an E3 announcement? Yes or no? Percentage likelihood.
Yes, if it's happening, I think yes, it's an E3 announcement. Virtual consoles, I think there will be some classic games announcement, 100%.
Well, they have to, right?
Virtual console as we see it, 30%. I really don't feel it's a thing at this point.
Man, I'm the positive one now. I think Virtual Console as we know and love it will make a return, and it's a big E3 thing. That's what I think. I don't know. It's hopefully, man.
I sure hope. I mean, that'd be awesome. It's just weird that it's not not there. Even September, you're putting that towards the back half of year 2.
Yeah, but you don't make Virtual Console like you have it there for the people that want it. I don't know if you're constantly making pushes like about it. Like honestly,
Yeah, but why hasn't that push been made?
I don't know. A few more questions.
Let's see. It's a funny comment. Let's see. I wanted to go with this one right here. What do you think is the situation? This is from Dark Genji with Link. Do you think that Breath of the Wild Link is replacing Twilight Princess Link? Do you think they're keeping Toon Link? Do you think they'll add more Breath of the Wild characters, maybe in the form of the champions?
I think it's a replacement of Twilight Princess. Like why is that the one you would keep around?
Yeah, I think Breath of the Wild Link is now default Link.
Yeah.
I fully expect Toon Link to be there.
Same.
I would love to see another Breath of the Wild character. Prince Sidon has my heart.
I'm also in support of Rex or Pyra being in the game. So who is this? Aura Master says Rex instead of a Shulk or both. I don't know. I'm cool with instead of. I like Rex.
Emmanuel asks, are you guys confident about Smash releasing in 2018? I feel like it will be delayed to 2019 for sure. No. I think the fact that they led with a date, and look how rarely they do that. They won't even give us a date for the freaking Tennis Aces tournament.
Yeah, it's.
I think it's coming this year.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance that gets pushed to next year. I think that's like the big pillar for the fall for them, because unlike Zach, I don't think Pokemon is coming this year.
I still think it is.
Yeah, I mean that's okay.
Because I feel like Smash is lining up to release with online, and I think then you don't go October, November without a big game. I think if your holiday game is Yoshi, you're fine, but you're not making a push that you could make.
I support. I support this. I'm so very quickly. What Vincent Brazil says Rex with Pyra, like the two ice climbers. Oh. Yeah, I want that.
I definitely would like to get. Another duo character. Let's see. A lot of freaking Smash character questions, but let's take them. Denosaur says, when Smash comes out, do you think ARMS will make it? And if so, which character gets in?
Smash only makes it if Nintendo cares to ever make ARMS.
ARMS?
Yeah. Oh, I said Smash, sorry.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah. What if Nintendo's like, okay, guys, ARMS is cool. We didn't like we were still profitable on it, but that's it. Like
Yeah, but look at the roster before. There's plenty of characters that don't have a prolonged life. I think ARMS absolutely does get in. I hope it's an alternate character, but I feel like it's going to be Springman.
Who?
My real hope is that they have a similar moveset, and it's just like the Koopalings, that it's skins of all the characters, or at least a main set.
No, Dark Genji. No, I do not think the Inklings can be a duo. I think you're going to pick one or the like. You're just going to pick a skin.
Yeah. Let's see. Are there any characters from Smash, this is from Brandon, that you don't think are going to make it into Smash 5? I think they remove some of the DLC character. Well,
yeah, all of them.
If it's a port, no, they don't.
Okay.
But if it's a brand new game, then yeah, I don't. I think Bayonetta stays.
Yeah, Bayonetta's.
But I think Ryu. I would not be Cloud. I think Pac-Man goes.
Do you think Sonic goes?
No, I think Sonic stays.
Okay.
But I feel like maybe the Namco thing.
So
I would not be surprised to see though, like some of the more like not goofy characters, but just like the more oddball, like Duck Hunt Dog and Pac-Man, Ryu, Cloud. I feel like those could, we could do without.
Jose Taba, we've been talking about Goku this entire time, buddy.
Yeah, we got a lot of Goku. Let's see. Yeah, Sonic Hyperdrive 789 says Xenoblade 2 got a 2017 release date and they held to that. So if that game can come out, so can Smash. And I fully agree.
This is something I've seen a lot, and I obviously don't want it for obvious reasons. Simpson 703 says Captain Toad for Smash. No, 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 no.
I was thinking the other day. I think Toad and Toadette would make a cute duo.
Yeah. What are their moves? Toadette's gonna go
here's
get
what
lost.
you do. Here's what you do. You have the ice climbers come out in the dark because like the new theory is like, oh, the reveals are gonna be in the dark, and you just see their coats and their hoods, and people are like, it's ice climbers, and then they pull off the hoods and it's Toad and Toadette. Oh my god, that would be a moment. That would be a moment. Typically Bad says, do you think Cappy will be implemented into Mario's moveset? I don't understand why he wasn't shown. That to me, that's a sign of support. But if it's not a port, I think fully Cappy is in Mario's moveset.
Yeah. Nebula has asked about one of my favorite games of all time a lot recently, so I just want to shout it out very quickly. Ori and the Blind Forest is a Microsoft game. Like they help like fund that. Like there's no way that can make it over Switch.
Yeah. And we got not the same stuff, but games like Faye and games like Shu and games like Owlboy kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess there's a ton of games that kind of cover for it.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of mentions of Shovel Knight. I think he is definitely a candidate.
Did you see that the fake box art that like supposedly like GameStop like had leaked and it had like Shovel Knight in the bottom, but it was just fan art?
Not really. Yeah. Sparkrow has a great point, which is Zach, can you make Gabe do a Captain Toad gameplay video when the game releases? Absolutely.
Sparkrow, I have a question for you. What makes you think Zach can make me do anything?
Pezhead 7, thank you for the donation. Is the DS Luigi's Mansion port a proof of Luigi's Mansion 3 at E3? It's an interesting thought, an interesting way to read that. I guess I read it like, okay, they're not doing anything with Luigi's Mansion, they're relegating it to 3DS. But it's an interesting idea of like, hey, we're going to put that on 3DS and sort of cross-promote it with a Switch Luigi's Mansion. I don't know that Luigi's Mansion continues. I would like to see it.
Ever? Sold well on 3DS.
Would it not seem weird to you to move it from console to handheld back to console?
No. Oh.
Like to spread the... 1 is on console, 2 is on handheld, 3 is on console. Like, to me, that just seems weird.
We're not going to get into this a lot. Do you think we ever have a dedicated Nintendo handheld? I'm sorry.
Yes.
You think we do?
99%.
Really?
Yes. I think a cheap, dedicated handheld, yes.
Really?
I don't think the 3DS is the new 2DS is the last thing. Before this comment rolls off the screen, Papa John, shout out Papa. Do you guys think they'll ever do a Smash demo or a test fight before the game?
Oh, test fight maybe. No demo.
I don't think so.
No.
I think that I don't think you need a demo of any sort to sell your tentpole. I don't think you'd ever expect a Zelda or Mario demo or test anything. You could argue that they want to test their online servers, but I feel like they do that via ARMS and Splatoon. And then I feel like Smash is just primed and ready. Because, again, we believe that Smash is going to launch alongside the online, and so I don't think they want to, like, muck up the waters by doing, like, an early... I don't know. I don't foresee that at all. Yeah. Subspace Emissary for Smash 5. I've seen a number of those.
We have a dedicated video on that you can go watch.
There's a video you can go check out. We uploaded it earlier this week. I definitely don't think it comes out or becomes a part. Gabe seems to think that there will be a story mode.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't believe that there will be. Let's take a couple more here for this daily direct. Again, curious to know if any of you guys are picking up titles tomorrow. If anyone has any thoughts on Cluster Truck, The Long Reach, Bingo, the big release day tomorrow, and then obviously Kirby on Friday.
Can't wait for Bingo.
Maybe everybody's just saving up for Kirby.
Or Bingo.
Let's see. Snipper Clips in Smash is one that we've talked about. I think it's an assist trophy. I don't think it's a character.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a good one. Rico Fly says, if you could create a Smash Bros. Pro controller, what would it look like? It's just literally on fire.
Yes. I mean,
what's hiding the flames? Your burnt hands.
Hey, fire would be cool. I don't know.
You know, the way that they've gone is that it's a gray, black, see-through main body. So I think they do that again with the Smash logo, you know, imprinted on it. Maybe even some of the character logos, sort of like how Splatoon 2 did, or most likely just a big Smash logo. The handles, I don't know what color is Smash. I mean, right now we know that the logo is black and white. I think maybe if we get a more full-on logo treatment, then maybe we could discern that. A Smash Pro Controller would make sense, given that the Pro Controller would probably be the preferred way to play that.
Yeah.
So it would behoove them to do something. I just don't know what the color scheme would really be.
We'll design one and get back to you guys on that.
A flaming handles would be cool. Maybe they do something like fiery orange, or maybe that's the controller they use for like the Nintendo Red. Maybe they give us an all white Pro controller.
That's what I want
for like the white and black logo. That would be cool.
That's what I want. Mock
50. Yo, Angel Rojas is mind linked with me. Madeline from Celeste for Smash Bros. Yes.
I want evil Madeline. Mock 15 though says with the $2 donation. First of all, thank you. Rex with Pyra and Mithra could work like a Pokemon trainer. Oh yeah. Rex
is gonna throw him out.
Yeah, you can.
But they're just gonna swap. Do a little hand swap. Yeah. Okay, maybe they replace Shulk with Rex. I don't think we have both Rex and Shulk.
You don't think so?
If it's a port, I don't think we get Shulk. I mean Rex. If it's a new game, I think we replace him. Ram, thank you. Says the next Smash will be entirely black and white. That's the secret of it. That's what that logo meant. Didn't mean original game. It meant black and white. This is a question I'll pose to you, Gabe, and then we'll take one more from the chat and wrap things up. Now, a lot of people talking about GameCube adapter, GameCube controllers. Do you think that we get some sort of alternate Joy-Con around the time of Smash? Because if it would happen, that's where it would be, I feel.
Alternate Joy-Con?
Like a D-pad Joy-Con?
That's possible, I suppose, but no, I think they're gonna do a big Pro Controller push. You give it you give it a Pro Controller similar to Splatoon, right? Just because that's the way that people play those games, and it's so hardcore, and we know that it's big in the fighting game community, right? It smashes at Evo every single year, so I think you give them a Pro Controller that's custom, and you sell it for the price you sell those, and yeah, I think that's the route they go. I don't think that Joy-Con will be the.
There were those comments from Kimishima about accessories and you know, new ways of interaction. I feel like he meant Labo at this point.
That's what I thought.
Real quick, Clatterfart, that's a name, says, will dabbing be added to Smash 5? I sure hope not.
Zach's going to dab right now for you guys. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dab. You guys missed it.
Let's wrap with this last question here. The real one says, do you think there'll be any sort of motion controls in Smash, like ARM-style fighting?
No.
I think 0% chance.
Yeah.
I think Smash is their hardcore esport push.
Video game radio, very quickly. GameCube themed Pro Controller, just because they won't let that thing die. Adapter for every single console in existence.
So does the GameCube themed Pro Controller just look like it, or does it have a different button layout? Or is it just the color scheme?
I would say color scheme. I don't know. You want to give it a different button layout.
Does that make people more angry? Like, you almost did what we wanted.
People are going to get angry no matter what.
I feel like Nintendo could milk their nostalgia so much. I mean, Virtual Console. But second, thanks for the donation, Zug. Oh, guys, you are funny tonight. Can I just read it?
Yeah, read it.
Duncan Weir said, is Gabe broker or did Zach steal all the stuff?
Both? I don't know.
Okay, I didn't steal anything.
Wait, yes, you
no,
did.
we just need.
He did.
We need to set up some stuff. I'm actually giving you things. I'm sending you a 3DS, pal. I didn't steal anything. I unstole.
Guys,
I unstole.
Guys, he's been sending me that 3DS for like 3 weeks.
Hey, listen. Up in Indiana, we don't have the fastest service. Anyhow, we said we're done, but we'll take one more here. Luke Do you think Pikmin 4 has been canceled? No, I think it'll be announced at E3. And I also do not think there will be a Smash Switch console bundle, Oscar. But I do think that Decidueye will come to Smash 5 Atmos. With that being said, that has been the Daily Direct. We will be back once again later this week with another show. Stick around on our Twitter and Discord if you want to know exactly when. Again, we're going to try to get these more regular. They're a little sporadic now, but they're a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody for being here. Another great night of Switch fandom and fun discussion. Enjoy Cluster Truck. Enjoy Kirby. Enjoy whatever games you're already playing. Have a fantastic night. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. And, yeah, we will eagerly await new Nintendo news because, like I said, it feels like they hit snooze after Smash. So release that, Kirby, and then take a big, deep breath and exhale some news because let's go. Right? Let's get some more dates for stuff like Undertale.
Let's do it again.
And I think we might be in a Switch doldrum right now. Not because of releases, but just news. D-Zug says, can the Knight from Dark Souls be in Smash?
Thank you for the donation, D-Zug. Maybe.
They're making an amiibo, Gabe.
Hey, it could happen. But
it could happen.
Thank you guys all for being here, though. Another great.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. And I will leave you with this. Go watch Tommy Wiseau's Joker audition. It is the creepiest, weirdest thing in the world. Oh my god.
Look,
my mind.
Wait, can I ask this? Just we're leaving, guys. But am I crazy for thinking that he wouldn't do like the worst job with a good director? Like certain things he did.
Oh, he would be so bad.
No, dude, his laugh was like so maniacal sometimes. He could work, dude. He could work.
I don't think anyone wants to work with him.
Tommy, I support you, man.
Oh, God. No. Anyway, have a great night, guys and girls. Thanks for joining the Daily Direct. Until next time, for myself and Gabe, Switch Force